So, according to the Athletics' Chad Graff, who's a Patriots inside reporter, the Patriots have removed themselves from the T. Higgins situation. What this means is they removed themselves from really going after T. Higgins. So they're not going to try to trade for T. They're not going to try to pursue T in any capacity. And they are the first team this offseason so far who are like, we're just not interested in T. Higgins. Now, apparently this is due to the roller coaster of events with now us going to give him the second franchise tag. And it's also due to his soft tissue issues that, you know, definitely do not help him when it comes to injury concerns. So I'll be honest with you, this is a humongous situation here because, you know, the Patriots are a team that have the money to be able to afford to give T a humongous contract. They're also the team that, you know, have a top 5 draft pick. So if they wanted to pursue him or get into this contract negotiation or trade talk, they are the team that, you know, we would probably be the most interested in talking to. But yeah, no, I mean, again, keep in mind, this is just based on inside sources from Chad here. Everything takes with a grain of salt, but it seems like, you know, again, with the roller coaster events, yeah, they're just not interested, which again, kind of does make sense. We're going to give them the non-exclusive franchise tag, which would mean the Patriots would have to either give us 2 first-round picks to go get him, and then they would also have to give him a massive contract. One of those 2 first-round picks would be a top 5 pick, which it just isn't realistic in any slightest to give us that much for T. Higgins. And then you also got to look at the fact, beside that they would also be giving us they would be trading, if they did trade for him, they would have to trade for him. And then again, that's a whole entire mess because the Bengals are going to want to win times 1,000 if they do trade T. So, and then they have to pay him again, all that money, soft tissue issue. They're just not interested. And, you know, this was one of those teams, I feel like going into this offseason was like really the team people talked about. Like, out of all the teams, this was the team people like. The Patriots are the team that are very interested in T. Higgins. They're going to be the team that wants to pursue him greatly, right? And, you know, if there's any team that would trade for him, that's the Patriots. So now that the top team is, you know, kind of pulling out, it's kind of crazy. Now, again, keep in mind, this does not mean that, you know, the Patriots, if he had open, you know, free agency, they wouldn't be the first team, you know, knocking on his door. They probably would be. They're just not interested in the idea of playing this back and forth roller coaster ride, which I really don't blame them. I mean, I think this is an understatement here. There's a lot of teams that are probably out, right? Because they either don't want to give up 2 first-round picks, work out a contract with T just for the potential that the Bengals could match it, or they don't want to go ahead and, you know, trade for T because the Bengals might be asking for too much. So this is kind of like, again, a 1-2 here where it's like there's probably multiple reasons why this situation is here. And this is probably, again, not the only team in the NFL who is also really backing out of this T. Higgins situation, which, as I said before in the video, if the Bengals are hoping that they could kind of get another team to, 1, potentially give us 2 first-round picks, or 2, work out a contract with T so they can match it and they can get this contract done quicker and not have to do it themselves so they can get someone else to, you know, handle the situation. If that's the case, then this might be a monkey wrench thrown into the whole entire plans because, yeah, no, they're not going to get that. Like, nobody's going to, it looks like teams are going to start pulling out and they're not going to play ball like that, which means the Bengals are going to have to work out a contract themselves. So it's a tricky situation, as always, but cool to see the Patriots are just like, we're not entertaining this anymore. We're just not entertaining this. So yeah, it is what it is. Listen, at the end of the day, hopefully T comes back. Hopefully we get T under contract for foreseeable future, and hopefully T Higgins is, a Bengal for life. But that comes down to negotiations and working out negotiations correctly, which right now it seems like a roller coaster ride that would never end. But they have until July 15th to figure out this roller coaster ride. So before you call OSHA, let's enjoy one last ride. Peace out.